Alright, gang, here we are with the Quintesson Pit of Judgment, a box that I've hung on to for a pretty damn long time, pretty much since it was released. I had this thing on pre-order from Hasbro Pulse, which I wish they had a Hasbro Pulse Canada. That's kind of a bummer that you always got to pay those extra shipping fees and you know, dollar amounts of American dollars or whatever. But hopefully they open up a Canadian version of that soon. I know we have Toys R Us, but I think they're opening Toys R Us back up in the US anyway. So, but this box has survived quite a lot the past couple of months here, 2 years give or take. But see, you can see there's a little bit of water damage on this thing, just because of the places I've had to store it and stuff. And you know, I was gonna keep this guy on box for a lot longer, but I mean, it's just the way things have worked out, right? But this is a really cool piece of art right here. You know, it definitely, you know, gives you the idea of that scene, you know, that scene from the movie. And the box on the side looks really cool. And then, yeah, like the front, they've got the Pit of Judgment logo right here. See, more of the box just totally warped. But hopefully on the inside, this little diorama that comes with isn't too bad. Hopefully it's just this outside. So I'm gonna get to cutting this top part open here. We got our trusty knife here, a little X-Acto slicer. And bring this back down here. I'll cut along this nice little spot here. Yeah, and then that should slide right open. Oh my god, this is crazy. It's just like finally, after so long of having this thing, finally cracking it open. So let's take this out as gently as we possibly can. Oh, hopefully it's okay. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have to cut this side bit here. Okay, this is the fun part about unboxing videos. Yeah, make sure that the box is unboxable. Okay, so get this little side piece here. Try not to damage the box anymore, because you know, sometimes these make for nice storages. Yeah, there, that opens nicely. Right on. Now we should try pulling this out. There we go. Oh, smooth exit there. Cool. Oh, there we are. We got instructions. And we'll set this box aside. Boom. Wow, isn't that fantastic? Look how cool that looks outside of the box. See, this is really cool. So in the box, you know, there's obviously a lot of light being cut off from down here, but now everything's lit up. This looks so cool. I mean, this would even be worth just putting on the shelf like this with the box open. But it looks like zero water damage has actually gotten to the outside of that part. Maybe at the bottom here. No, it looks good too. All right. Solid box. It did its job. Kept the interior intact. So that's going to take a little minute here for me to basically undo all these little strap things that they actually got rid of these in the newer box sets, so you don't get these little pieces of plastic anymore just ending up in the ocean. That's pretty cool. Only plastic we get is the one that ends up on your shelf. So yeah, let's cut here once I've cut all of these guys out, shall we? Okay, and so here we have the set unboxed. We got all the plastic out of the way. It's looking really sharp. I'm gonna probably check out this Sharpcon first. So, yeah, so pretty good likeness, I'd say. I mean, I quite like how the eyes are like really bright and yellow. They just really do pop, and I think you can get a little bit of light piping in there too. So if you got some light shining from behind, I'm sure you can definitely get a nice glow in those eyes. Back here is kind of a little bit of kibble or whatever. I mean, I'm not a big fan of these hand parts here, the way the hands are just kind of exposed at the back, and the weapon storage is a little bit funky as well. I mean, this is just like a spike ball on the back of its, I guess, where the balls would be. But you know, it's cool that it has like this mouth movement. I quite like that too. Yeah, the hands even look really cool. It kind of very much reminds me of like a Morlock from from World of Warcraft. If you ever played that. Yeah, very, very fun, very silly. I kind of wish I could get a bunch of these little guys. I don't know if they've ever released this before, or if this is its first release in this box, but I know that they do the core class stuff. They've been doing that recently. I think this would make a perfect little core class release by the Transformers, so I don't know. We'll see what they end up doing, but I definitely would like to get a few more of these little guys. Alright, stick him back there. Take a quick look at this here, the Alicon King or whatever. I don't really know his title. I'm sure it says somewhere in some box set, but he looks really, really cool. He's got his crown. I know there's a few differences between him and the normal Sharkticons that you can get. So yeah, this is, and yeah, he's got this kind of darker green scheme as well. It's very, very cool. They have like this other faction. I always kind of liked that about Transformers as it kind of developed. Is, you know, you have the Decepticons and the Autobots from Cybertron, and then they slowly introduce these other alien races and stuff, and you know, these are like obviously another robotic type creature, but you know, I like that there's many of one. You know, it's kind of like they can swarm on you, and I think that's a really cool thing about these. You can army build them. The only thing is that it sucks that to army build them, you're definitely going to be paying about the same price as you would for any other figure if you want just multiple versions of it. But it is what it is. You know, it's definitely an expensive hobby. But yeah, he's got a cool weapon, and I mean, maybe my gripe with this would be that these little arms don't really flip back. Like, it'd be nice if it maybe flipped around or something, so that you can just totally hide them behind. Same with like in his alligator mode, there it is a little bit funny how these hands here, like they could have made those flip in or something, but I don't know. We'll get to that. I'll transform them and kind of look at their transformed mode as well. But yeah, so let's pop this guy back up there. Oh yeah, cool. Of course, there's this little guy here. I guess he's the bailiff or something. I don't know. They all have little titles. It looks like he's supposed to have articulation here, but there really is no give to it. I don't know if it's just sculpted like that. Maybe he's just a tiny little statue. I don't know. I'm nervous to kind of move it and then I end up snapping it off, you know? So, probably just going to leave that. But yeah, he looks really cool, the face. Pretty detailed for such a tiny little minicon character or whatever. But yeah, put him back up here. We got this guy. This thing is pretty rad. Not much articulation. It's got the head movement, which moves perfectly to the side here. Oh, pops right off easily too. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun, right? I sort of wish like these arms. Okay, that pops off as well, and this pops off too, which is kind of neat. So if you had him knocked over or knocked out, like it's not like he'd still have like this little jet thing happening. A little feature I wish they had was maybe that these were rotating. I thought they would kind of rotate, but no such luck there. But still, it's a cool little statue piece that comes along with it. You know, you get a lot for this little package. You know, you get quite a few little characters, and I think this diorama itself, like, it's pretty stable. Like, this will definitely last you. You know, it's not like a plastic one that would last forever, obviously, but this, as long as you take care of it, you'll definitely have it for some time. Alright, I'm gonna grab this guy. We'll bring him forward. Alright, so this is kind of the main centerpiece of the set, obviously. It's got a cool little rotation action. Love it when they come with these little rotation actions. Here, this is kind of neat. It's like a small throne that he sits on. Very cool. I'm excited to kind of see how this kind of fits with other. Whoa. Let's maybe put his arms out. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this kind of pairs with some other characters. You know, maybe sit Starscream on here. It's a little short. It kind of looks like maybe like a beach chair for Transformers, but yeah, I think it does come apart and becomes like some kind of base thing for the other play value or whatever. But yeah, this is really cool. I like the head spinning or whatever. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's a fun play action. It's always a different head. You know. This one here does have mouth articulation. It's kind of neat. These other ones don't have much else going on, but apparently all this flips up, so there's definitely some things we can do with this. So I think we're going to cut back here after I've looked at the instructions, and we'll take a good look at all this stuff transformed. Yeah, this playset is pretty cool. I like how you can have yourself a little display here as well as an action figure, so it's like a 2-in-1. I have Astro Train as well, and he's kind of another one of those that doubles as like a little set piece as well as being you know, a transformable cool toy as well. But yeah, this little Quintesson character or whatever, he's got the base, so like the table turns into this little base here you can see, and these faces all flip up. This just kind of rests on top. It doesn't look like it plugs into anything, which is kind of a little annoying. It's hard to get it to sit nicely up here on top. I think you kind of have to find that sweet spot for it. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I think this kind of looks cool too if you flip it up the other way. Then this kind of looks like a water fountain of some kind. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of playability in this, right? And then this is just a really cool little what would you call this? A little accessory, yeah. And yeah, I think you can definitely fit other mini-cons in here too, for sure. Let's actually take a closer look at this diorama too. So let's just cut there. Cool. All right, like check out the detail on this here. So obviously this is the little puddle thing that they would sit in. You can see the fins kind of swimming around. The color here is quite nice. This here is almost like a little diving board, so you can kind of flip him off and he'll go flying in. I'm almost tempted to use some of that plastic that this came with to kind of maybe reinforce it, maybe put something underneath here, because this could easily be bent and I really wouldn't like that to happen. And then up here, we move the chair. You can see we have a little red carpet on some little mock staircase, which another cool little piece. Walls look very, very Transformer-y kind of walls. You know, they always have these technical squares. It almost reminds me of the Danger Room from the X-Men as well. Just a really sweet piece. Like one thing that's been really cool about Transformers is the more recent ones, especially the studio series, is they all been coming with like these really great little dioramas here. Over here, I got a whole bunch just kind of like set aside. Here. We got Autobot City, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I like that a lot. It gives it a lot of play value on the shelf. Oh, that's my base where I put my camera. But yeah, these are really cool. So let's do some like close-up comparisons here with our other Autobots. These two look pretty cool together. And here, as you can see, what it looks like for your average size Transformer sitting in this little chair. We obviously managed to pull out Perceptor here. He fits nicely. Look at that. His little square body sits in there. He's ready to hang out at the Cyber Beach or whatever. But yeah, that's not too bad actually. I wonder, if I could fit Starscream in that with his big wings, if that would work. But it's not bad. I mean, it looks like a nice prop as well, right? We don't get too many props like this in the Transformers, so I definitely could find a place for it in a stop motion, no problem. I mean, if anything, it would make a good throne. Same with this over here. Like, this just looks really cool. You don't even need the chair there to have the Quintesson guy just, sitting at the top. Yeah, Starscream doesn't really fit too well in here. I mean, he does kind of fit. You just got to kind of move the wings back. But I mean, he's so big, it just kind of like obscures the entire chair anyway. So, it is what it is. It's still a cool piece, and we'll definitely get a lot of use out of it. And here's just that quick little size comparison I sort of promised earlier, just so you can see what he kind of stacks up with a couple other mini-con type characters. These are pretty common, I think most people have these. But yeah, it's pretty good scaling. I quite like that. And yeah, here's the little cage and stuff that it comes with too. So I think I could definitely pop maybe this guy. No, not him. Maybe him. Yeah, he fits in that kind of Yeah, it's a tight fit, but I think I can do it. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, he fits in there, kinda. Yeah, that's not bad. Cool. Well, he'll definitely fit. I don't think he can. His shoulder's a little too big, but yeah, I mean, a lot of playability here, gang. A lot of playability here.
Court in session.
The verdict is guilty.
I'm innocent.
Cool. All right, so we got them all kind of stacked next to each other here now. We got even the chair over here, so you can kind of see what it looks like. Definitely, like I said, it's kind of like a beach chair for Transformers, so it's definitely gonna, whoever's sitting in is gonna be leaning back quite a bit. But yeah, I think the scaling is really nice. Like, these fit in really well with the Studio Series Transformers, as well as like anything from War for Cybertron. It's just a great scaling. They've been doing really well with that, and just making it so that all Transformers across the line can be interchangeable within the same series. Even the Transformers Legacy lines, you're seeing kind of like different anime art styles and stuff from different shows, like Transformers Animated to Cybertron. They're all kind of forming into some kind of large, they're trying to make it so that all the figurines can kind of work along with each other. I mean, obviously minus the movie figurines and stuff, but that's okay. Like, they can kind of sit in their own little place. But it's nice that you can kind of cross over all these characters and sort of basically draft your own team of Autobots and Decepticons and whatever other faction that exists in the Transformers universe. So yeah, it's very, very cool. This is a little thing here about the Quintesson guy here. Oh, cup over here. Sorry, buddy. My back. But yeah, he can actually hold on to this little gun here that I had kind of posing with the little Sharkticon. I've been trying to get it to fit into these little pins and stuff, but it doesn't quite fit as well. This is sort of the best spot for it to go, at least, you know, here on the death face. So you could have him kind of holding it like this and then, you know, just shooting off whatever, you know, judge, jury, and executioner kind of deals they like to do. But yeah, I mean, this is a really cool toy. Like, I just like that there's functionality to it. You know, the head spinning is, it's just a, I just can't get this figured out. There we go. Yeah, the head spinning is really cool. Like, that's just like super fun, right? But put the weapon back up. Let's slip that back here. And one thing that I noticed about all of these characters too is they're really easy to transform, which, man, that's really refreshing. Especially, like, you know, if you're a kid and you're on the go playing with these, you want to be able to like transform it really quickly, you know, just like in the shows. And not that having a more complicated transformation is a bad thing. I don't want to stress that, because obviously, look at Hot Rod and how iconic he looks, how accurate he looks. However, he's probably one of the hardest figures I have to transform. Very, very intricate, and you feel the delicateness of the pieces when he's like mid-transformation. You're worried that you're going to snap something. You don't have that worry with these characters. They're like easily transformable. I could literally just do this right here on camera, and it would take us no time at all. I'll just stick these guys back over here. Put this one up here maybe. Whoa. You can go there. You can go there. But yeah, here, I'll just give a brief little example. This will be the first time I transform a figure on camera. Usually I don't do that for my videos. I just kind of show off and do little comparisons. But this is so easy. I just want to show, just so you literally flip that around, flip this up, spin the legs around, flip that underneath. There's clips right here. Clips right into, if you just try a little harder here. Oh, no, this is tucked in there. Yeah. So we flip this around. And then these arms just plug into here on either side. Plug. Plug, plug, plug. And just try and get this in there. Why is that not going in? This is supposed to be easy. Alright, whatever. So it's pretty much like that. And then, yeah, you got the mouth that can open. This won't just settle nicely. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the head. Is the head not popped in nicely? Oh yeah, that's exactly the reason. There we go. Okay, yeah, make sure the head's tucked in. There, see that clips in nicely. And then boom. See, pretty damn easy. And I really do like that. This tail pops out. It's an extra weapon as well. Very cool. Let's stick that on here maybe. Yeah, these little tiny dinosaur arms. Well, you know, like I said, this is probably my one gripe about this, is that these are just sticking out. They could have maybe had these flip in. You know, there's all these chunky pieces here. But that's really minor gripe, because when you have them looking forward, you know, you really don't, it really doesn't come into play too much anyways. These are kind of funny. But yeah, that's easy transformation. Really enjoy that. Same with him. You just flip the head around, flip that up. These just kind of tuck back like so. And the tail, I think, goes out as well. Yeah, this just goes up and clicks over here. Same with this, clicks into, I think it clicks right into here. Oh yeah, make sure that's tucked in first. Click. And come on, click. There we are. Pop that down. See, easy. Get that pushed back and then rotate the leg so that this is forward. Boom. And same with this one. There we go. Flip that around. Boom. Easy. I'd probably do that in under a minute, or I likely would be able to if I wasn't such a klutz. But like I said, very easy, fun transformation. And yeah, now he's good to go to eat some robot scum. Yeah. Definitely want to get at least I don't know, maybe like 3 more of these little Sharkticons. I saw that this is actually a repaint of one that came out in Transformers Generation. So yeah, I'd like to go get a hold of that. It's got slightly different coloring. I like it. I like the coloring too. Anyways, I like that this set has specific colors for at least the Sharkticon and the Alicon. Same with the Alicon. That one came out more recently. There was I think in the Siege line, basically same as this, but he's got like different coloration and even a couple different sculpts for the head and the shoulder pads. So I'd like to maybe get 2 of those to have on either side of this guy, because he's the leader, and then maybe, yeah, 3 more of these little Sharkticons. So I'm going to be looking at my hobby shops and seeing what I can find, but I probably won't need to get another one of these Quintesson guys. I kind of like that maybe it's more of a unique character, or maybe the last of its species. I got a lot of ideas for you know, upcoming Transformers stop motion, and I've got ongoing stop motion series for Marvel Legends, and I just put that new Pokemon one up. But eventually I'd like to get to Transformers and start working on something with this. But yeah, I think I like the idea of the Quintesson being like a unique character maybe, and then him having an army of Alicons and Sharkticons at his disposal with a couple of his minions here on the side that I could just kind of reproduce with Photoshop or something in the stop motion. But that's pretty cool, hey?